Good morning. Hi. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a terrific Thursday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? I wanted to stop and talk to y'all today about a conversation that I had. It sparked something in me where I just wanted to make sure that my agents, my realtors, even my brokers have a different mindset when it comes to marketing. So, a couple of days ago, I had an amazing conversation with a young lady named April. April is a agent here in Georgia. We were talking about we were having a needs assessment call. So that's when you get on a call with me as a real estate agent or broker, and we go over what you need in your real estate business. So before we even got started with that, I had told her, I was like, I think you look like you're lots of fun. I said, I've seen your social media posts, and you have fun doing it, and that it's great. Like it drew me in. And of course, she was like, thank you so much, because sincerely, she's amazing. She looks like she was having tons of fun while doing her social media posts. She had different videos, she had different posts, and it was lively. Okay. Well, she told me why. I didn't even ask. It was like, great. She goes, I do it because I just want to make people smile. And I said, really? And she was like, yeah, I want to make people smile because there's so much going on in the world. And that's such a different take on why you're marketing. Of all the things, the goal is to sell a house, the goal is to close on a contract. But when she's doing her marketing, she's thinking of how the people feel. And it brought me to a conversation I had a few days ago with my friends. I told her, marketing is my thing. That's one of my favorite things to do. And she said, really? I was like, yeah, I went to school for it. She said, what? I said, yes, I went to school for it. How you doing? Good morning. She said, I told her I went to school for it. I have a degree in communications, but my focus was public relations. And she was like, really? I'm like, yeah. My goal back then in 1920 was to give boutique style public relations services to small businesses because I noticed that small businesses didn't have the same type of marketing. This is back, 2006. Okay. The marketing back then is like pre social media being everything that it is now. They wasn't given all the tools that they needed. And I feel like I really could help them out. Well, it brought me to a story that I told her, which is when I was in school, shout out to UTC, that's University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. I joined a student led television show. So it ran completely by students, volunteers. I joined the show to be the marketing representative. As the marketing representative, they told me that we needed sponsorships. And so we needed sponsorships to have funds to buy more equipment, to do other trainings, things like that. I said, okay, cool. So I went back. Okay. I went back. Well, let me tell you the name of it and explain why I did my next step. It was called Are You Serious Sports Talk. It was a sports talk show. That's the letter R, the letter U, serious question mark. I didn't come up with a name. But I went back home. This is 2006, so don't judge me by what I'm about to say. 2006, I went home and I got the yellow pages. Okay, it was like this thick. The things that's back when yellow pages was yellow paging. Okay, like we don't have that anymore. And I flipped to the back of the book and I called every sports bar, every sporting goods store. I called in anything that had to do with sports to get a sponsorship. So of course, lo and behold, because I was working so hard, I got us our first ever sponsorship for the entire show. And it was from University Deli. It was a pizza joint that's like literally right next to the campus. So of course we come in, we are celebrating. I'm all hopped up. I got my little check. So my check, but our check, okay, it's $100. Okay. I was so excited because I worked really hard. I had a one pager, I had different tiers of sponsorships, and I called and I ran through you remember the yellow pages? It was serious. I ran through each and every level of sponsorship and they signed up for us. It's like one of our mid to top levels. I was really excited about it. So I remember giving the check over, we celebrated. I come back in probably like a week later for our meeting and there's pizza and wings. And I was like, okay, like what are we doing? We're eating? They're like, yeah, they spent the sponsorship check on food, which is cool because we kind of students, we always trying to eat. But guess where they bought the pizza from? They bought it from the University Deli. So the people gave us a sponsorship for us to go back and put the money back into their restaurant. I said, okay, it's fine. Lo and behold, my main task was done by that time because we needed the sponsorships before the season started. So the season started and they go, okay, Brittany, since you're here, do you want to help out with some different things? I said, sure, of course. Now, remember, I'm the marketing representative. I have nothing else to do with TV. Communications is media. So it's TV, it's newspapers, it is magazines, it's the media. So that's what I was focusing on. I said, okay, I'll go try things. So what did I do? I get in there. I learned how to run the camera. I learned how to run the soundboard, the audio, and I learned how to do graphics. So that means I am putting my entire body, because I don't know if you've ever seen a TV camera. It's an apparatus. It's a whole thing. So your entire body is like attached to it. And you're moving your body around as you're getting your different shots. And I was on it too, because like a little kid, you see this big old thing. You're like, let me see. You let me touch it? Because I have nothing. Keep in mind, I have nothing to do with this part of media. I'm in there zooming in, zooming out. They tell me where to turn, who to talk to. So I'm like, I was getting it in. Then when it came to the soundboard, I had my big old headphones on, right? And I'm moving the little knobs. And there's one man that he just refused to speak up. I had to keep turning, like, why does he not talk loud enough? I had to keep turning his up higher and higher. So that was fun. I love audio, but my favorite thing was the graphics. I don't know if it's because I had more control or I was engaged the entire show, because the graphics on television, there's literally a person pressing the button every time you're seeing different things. So every time we went to a new face, you put the person's face there. Every time you went to something else or a wide shot, you put like it's called a little bug there. Then when you come to another shot and you're moving the different graphics you see on television, someone's moving it around. That was my favorite. I loved it. I was like, I could do this. Okay, marketing, but this right here, I could probably get into some TV. The whole point of it is this. Somebody had to show me how to do the different things. As the marketing representative for a TV show, I didn't have to go inside the studio, but I did. So I was like, okay, while I'm here, I might as well learn some things. And so they took their time to show me each and every element, because each one of those elements has something to do with the entire show. It made the whole show what it is. Now, it was sports talk, and I could care less about football, and it was football season. I ain't have nothing, I was just in there for the fun of it, okay? Now that brings me to you, okay? As a real estate agent, as a realtor or a broker, why do you want to do what you're doing? Why do you want to market? The number one goal is to close a house and make money. Okay, cool. That's everybody. That's all of America. We're trying to make money. Now, what are you doing to set yourself apart? So Wonder Woman has been my alter ego for the past 22 years. And I always find a way to make sure I teach people how they're superheroes in their own life. So as a real estate agent or a realtor, you are bridging the gap from where someone is to where they're trying to be. Okay. So for example, a first-time home buyer, you're taking someone who could be their first person in their entire family to own a home, that everyone they know and everyone around him is always rented and had to pay rent or on Section 8 or doing whatever, but you have an opportunity to help bridge the gap to get them ownership. Or say that you are helping someone who had a tragedy or was in some type of trauma and they need to escape into somewhere else, and you are helping them get to a place of sanctuary and safety and peace, right? Or, you have someone who is a senior citizen, someone who is an empty nester, and now they're sad all the time because they have this huge house and their kids have their own lives and they don't come around the same way anymore, right? Now you're downsizing them from that house and putting them in a new place, because we know there's like 1,000 55 and older communities now. So you're giving them a new life, a new lease on life, basically, right? You're giving them friends. You're setting them up to have a whole new life in a different, season that they're in. Or even like a real estate investor, we love a good deal. You're helping them create generational wealth for their families. You are the glue. You are the bridge between all those different things. And there's many other examples, right? You can help someone go from homelessness into a place of safety and peace and security. And they have ownership where they didn't have anything before. And they were living on the streets. And you have helped them walk into where they want to be. You are a hero. Okay. I want you to take a moment, stand up, let your cape fly behind you. Okay. They put a signal in the sky for you, and you go out and you save your Gotham City, wherever your Gotham City is at. So as a superhero in someone's life, why do you want to do it? My other agent wanted to do it to make people smile in, a hectic life that we're in, a hectic world that we're in. Why do you want to do it? So when you're thinking about that, you think about all the things that we're going to be talking about, I want you to try everything. Try all the things. Just like I had no clue on how to run TV cameras and do audio, I tried all the things. That's what I want you to do. So specifically, we're just going to talk about Instagram because we're here, right? So on Instagram, you can go live, right? You can talk to your people. You can talk to your clients. You can talk to other realtors. You can sit here and just start a communication and conversation. And you can go live specifically on like every Tuesday evening at 7 and give buyer tips, seller tips, market tips, anything, because we don't really realize so many people don't understand the process of actually buying a home. There's so much, space and gaps between the information, and you can just sit there and just fill in all these gaps. And as you're filling in these gaps, what you're doing, you're gaining momentum, you're gaining followers, and you're gaining people who are going to eventually turn into your actual clients. Because you've educated me this entire time, I'm for sure going to choose you when it's time for me to buy a house. Right? I'm for sure going to choose you when it's time for me to sell my house. Or you can, if live is too much, you're not trying to sit here and talk to people straight up like that. I get it. Okay. Make a video. All right. Do reels and make sure that you're engaging your people. Don't have it just boring. All right. Just do something fun. Do something like, if you make sure your video settings are correct. Right. So make sure, this is for my iPhone people. Don't really fool with the Androids like that. But make sure you're setting your videos up to where it looks exactly like you want it to look. You can have a cinematic look, okay, and have like the depth perception be different, or you can have it very clean and crisp and bright. Take your time, figure out how you want that to go. If making videos sounds like it's too much for you, take you some pictures, all right? Have carousels. So carousels are where you have pictures, multiple pictures, and where someone has to swipe repeatedly, thus making it go into a circle, a carousel, right? So you can have picture, words, picture, words, picture, right? For example, it could be a kitchen. Say something about the kitchen. A bathroom. Say something about the bathroom. Then like a bedroom or a closet. However, whatever it is that's going to get your clients engaged. Now, in all of those things, I want you to think about why or what you're going to be saying. So you can be talking about market tips and things like that I told you about. You can be doing a day in the life, because people really want to know, what does a realtor do? What does a real estate agent do all day? Do you drive around all day and drive people around to houses? That's your entire day? Of course not. There's so many different things that you do, and people will love to see that. So take the time, think about what you want to do, and start executing. So I do have some homework for you, okay? What I want you to do is try one new thing before the end of this week. This short time. I want you to do one new thing. When you do that new thing, post me in it, okay? When you post it, tag me in it. When you tag me, I'm going to hype you up. I'm going to share you. I want to see that you're able to go out here and just try something new. Remember, try all the things. Now, if you need any more tips, if you have any more questions, DM me, okay? I am available. I'm available to talk to you anytime. I cannot wait to see what you create. Have a great day, y'all.